Resident Evil. The reviews are in. These reviews are really, really good. Overwhelmingly positive. Everybody's calling it one of the best Resident Evil. Well, not everybody. Many are calling it one of the best Resident Evil games in years, successfully blending survival horror and action across dual protagonists. So if you, when you're playing as Grace Ashcroft, you don't have to be in first person, but you are by default, you are in first person mode, and it's playing more like Resident Evil 7. So it's like very, very horror. But then when you play as Leon Kennedy, you are in third person by default, and it's much more of an action game than a survival horror game. And a lot of people are really liking that flip-flop between the characters, where you'll go through a place as Grace and you'll be terrified of everything because you're so much weaker than Leon. But then a couple hours later, you go through that same location as Leon, and everything that was hunting Grace that she's running from, you are just, chainsawing apart and, drop kicking people or zombies as you're going through. It all sounds really good. I went through Metacritic and I found like a bunch of like pull quotes from different places. Games Radar says, I'm going to start with the positive ones. So the people who really like the game. Games Radar says that it's a soaring piece of survival horror theater. PC Gamer says it feels like playing a highlight reel of the best moments in the series. The Sixth Axis says it's up there with the very best of the series. And then the mixed critical ones, the ones where people are like, they didn't like it nearly as much as everybody else. Kotaku said Leon's playtime ultimately dwarfs Grace by a pretty significant margin. So it seems like they wanted to play more Grace stuff. They liked more of the Resident Evil 7 stuff and less of the Resident Evil 4 stuff. That's what I got from that. And then there's another one that says it stumbles where certain mechanics fade out too quickly, or it doesn't perfectly blend, but it is a lot of fun. And then people are actually pretty impressed by the Switch 2 version, which targets 60 frames per second and works surprisingly well, but there are some visual compromises. I think I watched the review for Happy Console Gamer, and I watched the review for Skill Up. And I think Skill Up showed like some Switch footage. Man, it does not look good. Like it looks pretty rough on the Switch too, but it is hitting a higher frame rate. So here's my question for you guys. Number one, what do you guys think about these reviews? Does this move the needle for you at all? Does this push you into the direction of picking it up if you weren't already? What do you guys think, Rich?
Yeah, I'd say so. So I mean, like, I was pretty sold on Resident Evil 9, Resident Evil Requiem already. I've been bad about playing kind of the newest Resident Evil games, the newest mainline, right? So like the 7 and 8. I like the idea. I just have never made time for those. And this sort of meshing of the worlds, the Resident Evil 4 to 6 world, and then the Resident Evil 7 to 8 world, that attracts me. And all of the, what else? They've just been knocking it out the park too. It seems like they have had a pretty good cadence with Resident Evil games, whether they are mainline or remakes, and all of them review well. And so this is one where I definitely want to jump in. And unlike Death Stranding 2, I'm probably going to pick this up day one. I think I want to see it like with everyone else.
That's today. Doesn't it come out today?
It comes out. So when we're recording this on Thursday, it comes out on Friday.
Oh, okay. Russ, what about you? Is this are you going to be picking up Resident Evil 9, or is it too scary for you?
Yeah, I'm a baby with this stuff, but I like the idea of going back to Leon. Like, that already gives me some comfort, And then I like the fact that they say, you're going to split your time, but that it's more favored towards more time with Leon, which sounds good to me too. I'd rather be the hunter than hunted. I haven't played anything since 5, so 6, 7, 8, didn't play any of those. So I feel like this is something I could jump into. But I'll just wait for a Capcom sale. You know what I mean? Like this is to me
Oh,
like
yeah.
a $20 experience. You know, I think it's $70 retail. That's a bit much for me, and I've got no urgency to play it. You know, I still got to play the 4 remake. You know, but yeah, I feel like if I am gonna buy a Resident Evil game, it's gonna be this one. You know, in the future, because I don't own 6, 7, or 8 at all.
So, okay, Russ, just knowing you, I would not recommend that you play 7. 7 is terrifying.
So
Like
7 is
that-
the Cajun one, the Bayou one.
Yeah, and the reason why it's so scary is because it feels like it could be real, you know, like you're kidnapped by this weirdo family and you're like, what is happening? It's so intense. And I actually like did a live stream of it when I was playing it. And this was back before we rearranged my office up here, but like my desk was over there. For the audio listeners, just imagine a room where a desk is. So my desk was over there behind me, and my wife was sitting where my current desk is, watching on the TV on the other side of me. And she had like headphones on with a microphone, and she was like telling me, "Oh, go over here, try this, try that." And I'm doing all that. And then there's this guy with a chainsaw comes out, or this lady with a chainsaw comes out. And at that point, my daughter, who was, I think she was 16 at the time, she walked in the room and she saw this lady come after me with a chainsaw, and she screamed, which scared my wife. And then my wife screamed, which scared the hell out of me. And then I screamed. It's a very intense game. So I wouldn't recommend that one for you.
Wait, was that recorded?
Yeah,
that
it's
moment
somewhere on this
recorded?
channel. It's on my YouTube channel
That's
somewhere.
crazy.
Yeah,
I need a
it's a
timestamp.
really good game. I'll try and find it, and I'll post a link down below if I remember, which I will not remember because I never remember to do that stuff. Rich, you would really enjoy 7, I think.
I think so.
It's super creepy. I
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah, I need to, you know, and this is one of those, like, you can call it a bucket list thing, where like I have these like groups of games that I just want to like run through. Resident Evil as a franchise is one of those. Immersive Sims as a genre is one of those. Like I have lists where it's like, okay, I just want to play through game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4. So yeah, the latter half of the Resident Evil series is up there for me.
Yeah. Well, let us know what you guys think. What do you think about these reviews? Does it make you want to pick up Resident Evil 9? Have you already pre-ordered it? Let us know in the comments section down below. You just saw a clip of my podcast, the Nerd Nest podcast. If you enjoyed it, then do me a favor and click on that like button. And if you really enjoyed it, then check out the link in the description down below. It's going to take you to the full podcast so you can watch the entire conversation and a whole lot more. If that sounds good, I hope to see you over there. Thanks for watching. Stay rad, everybody.